down just a little bit. I think that's better. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Come on in, everybody. Let me straighten this out. Oh, my goodness. I hurt my foot this earlier. Just 1 minute, guys. Just 1 minute. This is crooked. And I can't stand it to be crooked. Drives me crazy. Okay. Hurt my foot earlier. I might as well drop the weight on it. Hello, how are you doing? How are you? How are you? GG Naturals, thank you for coming in. How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I just thought I'd stop on in here today for a few minutes. So good to see you. So good to see you. Oh my goodness, yes. Fantastic. You know, I have been enjoying your videos. Yes, I have. I am learning so much. Oreo Mouse. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, Oreo Mouse. How are you doing? I'm doing fantabulous, Oreo Mouse. Yes, I have. Don't be surprised if I start bombarding you with questions. I'm telling you, because I am learning. See, cooking was my original thing. And I don't know if you know, Gigi, but I have a cooking channel. That's my main channel. I'm just getting into gardening and preserving and canning. I've never canned anything in my life. Child. You know, I was one of the people that thought, oh, what for what? Hello, Aunt Mama, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Welcome in to the live. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, guys, I was ordering some seeds the other, well, I actually haven't ordered them because half of the seeds that I really wanted were out of stock. I noticed I got a couple of emails saying that a couple of them were in stock. I hope you have had, I've had a great day so far. A great day, and I hope you have too. Yeah, so I was ordering some seeds and I thought to myself, you know what? It is the end of January already. We just got rid of the Christmas tree. Come on now, people. I mean, December just left. I thought, my God, spring is going to be here in a minute. Yes, and I am glad. I'm ready for spring. But I was ordering some seeds. I love your picture. Oh, thank you. Which one? The coffee cup? Thank you, Oreo Mouse. And so I always, even though you are too, Gigi? Yes. Even though I order my seeds online, mostly, when the dollar store gets me, and I always go grab up a bunch. Because, I mean, come on, people, they $4 for $1 if they don't grow. It's a quarter. I mean, you know, and they all say non-GMO, so. But I've had good luck. The carrots that I harvested last year were from the dollar store. The lettuce that oh my God, I ate off that lettuce all summer last year. I just kept harvesting and growing. Hello, Ola Joe. Thank you for coming in, Ola Joe. How you doing? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you too. Yeah, so I went in there and I got like 20 packs of seeds. I think they're right here. Because, you know, I say, okay, I'm going to order the ones. Because the ones I typically order are like odd things or things that you typically, because, you know, dollar store going to have the regular stuff. Typically things you just can't get on hand. Yes, I just look at the expiration date. Yeah, exactly. That's right. That's what I do too. Look at that the coffee cup. Thank you, Auntie Mama. Thank you. So I actually got 2 packs of the ones that I did buy. I got 2 packs of everything. So I got lettuce. I got 1 pack of basil because I have a bunch of basil, but I love basil and I cook with it so much. These were the same carrots. I got a ton of carrots last year, but this year I know exactly how to plant them because last year, y'all saw that video I did, you know, they were all intertwined and everything, and I learned what to do from that video. So I got me 2 packs of carrots. Now y'all know I grow only in containers. But y'all wait till you see what I got anyway. watermelon. Also, I'm gonna have to find my biggest container and see if I can get at least one watermelon. If I get one watermelon, I'm gonna be a happy person. One, just one. Yes, I got my seeds there too. I see it's Auntie Mama. Exactly. I mean, they for a dollar. Why not? I got and these actually say on them container variety. These are like Roma tomatoes. And they actually say container variety on them. So that's a good thing. Then I got these. These are just large red tomatoes. Just large red tomatoes. I got two cabbages. Cabbages. I got one bell pepper. I bought 60 packs of seeds last year from Dollar General. Yeah, these came from the Dollar Tree and they were for a dollar. So next time I go in there, if they have some more, I probably will get some more. But they were actually almost all sold out. I got these peppers as backup because you all know I've been harvesting a lot of bell pepper seeds. I got red, yellow, and green bell pepper seeds, red, yellow, and orange. I got tons of them that I've harvested that I'm planning on planting. These are my backup because, you know, those came from store-bought green peppers, so I just don't know. Some were $5.40. There you go, GG, yes. Now that's what I'm talking about. They were also $4, sis. Yes, yes, and some were $5. Exactly. And last year, at the end of the year, I got a whole, if you all have not watched my video about how to organize seeds, my book that is full of all those seeds were like 10 cents a piece at Walmart at the end of last year. Yes, then I got some regular lettuce and I got some broccoli and I got some cauliflower. Now the broccoli and cauliflower and cabbage is what I'm really wanting to grow. And I'm in zone 7B, so I'm in North Carolina, so you know it's gonna get warm here pretty quick. Chef and more. I love my dog. Oh, excellent. Yes, I am so glad you do. And so I am going, I'm always late. Well, this is going to my 3rd year gardener, so I have officially decided I'm tired crocheting and doing chores. Oh, okay. All right, Ola Joe, multitasking. I start late every year. I plan on doing it, but time gets away. I look up, spring is sprung and it's headed for summer. I don't really get started planting until May. Not this year because by May it's hot out there in where I am. It's hot. So I'm going to start planting at the end of February. I'm going to see whatever I need to start indoors will be started indoors within the next week or two. And those that are still for cool weather vegetables, like some of these, I think the cabbage and broccoli and stuff like that, cool weather lettuces, cool weather vegetables, I'm going to sow those late February. So by May, I should be harvesting something, I pray. And then I will repeat those at the end of summer for a fall harvest on those. 2020 was unique for us. It was still cold and May 9th. Where are you, Gigi? Where are you? Because it was, you know, it's like a Tallahassee. Oh, really? Wow, that was different. But you know, 2020 was different, period. And I'm going to leave that alone. 2020 was just completely different, period. Yes. Yes. So I am going to make sure I start early. Now, last year, I did really, really well with my tomatoes, but the seeds that I got, I actually were gifted those seeds from the Indoor-Outdoor Gardener. They were tomato seeds. I think I had brandy wine, black creme, beefsteak, and there was a 4th one. I can't think of the 4th one right this minute. I harvested 69 tomatoes last year. I counted every last single one. But the thing about it was, I probably could have harvested almost twice that many. I had a huge problem with hornet worms. A huge problem with hornet worms. And I still got 69 tomatoes out of that. So those, exactly, yes, I was excited about that. Yes, because fresh plants come in the store 2nd week of February. Yep, they sure do, 2nd week of February. Yep, so I'm going to be on time early this year. That's why I'm like, I'm getting what I need to get now. If anybody knows, because you know some of y'all been gardening way longer than me, way longer than me. The worm, I had a problem with the hornet worms. Yeah, the tomato hornet worms. And I had a problem with the army worms. Me too, so many people are gardening now. Yep, they sure are. And I'm going to, I took that picture outside today. It's not bad out there. It surely is not down to freezing. It's not down to freezing. Now, it may get down there again, but I think by sometime in February, we'll know. But and I had a problem with huge army worms. Now I was told to get some BT, which I didn't get last year. I fought them off with dish soap and water. That's what I fought them off with, but it worked. But it was hard because I had to go out there multiple times and spray them constantly, constantly, constantly. We're in the 60s today. Yep, I am not missing a good spring harvest by planting late this year. Have you tried? No, I've never heard of that. Severance dust. I've never heard of that, Auntie Mama. What do you do with that? Let me write that down. See, I be trying to write things down so I don't have to go back through the chat. Severance dust. No, how does severance dust? Seven dust? Seven dust. How does it work? What do you do with it? What I want to know is, I like the seeds emoji. Thank you, Oreo Mouse. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, I'm looking for something that I can use on my plants, like before there's a problem, to keep so that worms won't come. That's what I want to do. Now, the first year I gardened, I didn't have a bug. I didn't have a worm. I didn't have anything. But I killed everything because I overwatered. So that was on me. But I didn't have a problem with anything. Last year I used a different soil and I had nothing but problems. So I'm going back to the original soil that I had. Can get it at Home Depot. You just sprinkle it on top of the plants to keep the bugs from eating it. Oh, okay. Is that any plants, Auntie Mama? And is it seven or severance? I am trying BT this year. Yes, I'm going to get some BT as well. I just need to read up on it and see, can I use it as a, I'm looking for something that's preventive. I want to get them before they even come. And hopefully they won't. Hey, Pandy, how you doing? How you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome into the live. Thank you for coming. How are you? Yes, and I'm getting ready to order. I'm getting ready to order my BT now, and I'm going to look up the seven. Is it seven or severance, guys? I'm going to look that up too, and I'm getting ready to order it because before I plant the first of anything, seven. Okay, seven. Before I plant anything, I'm going to have all my things I need, like BT and stuff, first, so that if I see something, because that was another thing that I learned last year. It's not necessarily, I wouldn't say it's too late, but sometimes when you get an insect or a worm or something, if you don't already have on hand whatever it is you need to put on it, sometimes by the time you get it, it can be out of control. Because number one, you're at the height of the season. And so I didn't see Damo come in. Hey, Damo, Nene, how you doing? How you doing? Hello, hello. Tell Nene I said hello. Yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. By the time, sometimes if you see the worms out there, by the time you're able to get the item, then I won't say it's too late, but you're completely infested. Because what I found last year was that, I love your avatar, Damo, too. I found last year is a lot of my stores were sold out. And I had to wait. And because, I guess because last year we were also at the height of the pandemic, they were slow to get things in. I couldn't get it. That's why I went ahead and used the dish soap and just used the dish soap. So it can be used in your garden and on flowers. Okay, I have no flowers. I ain't got one flower. Well, there are flowers in my front yard. My husband tended those. I'm not a flower person. I don't have one flower in my garden and don't plan on it. I love roses though. I love roses, yes. So I need to get it now so that I have everything. I got my 511. I got my neem oil. I need to get the BT. I'm going to get the 7 dust. Anything like that, and I would suggest anything like that that anybody needs, get it now ahead of time so that if you see the problem, all you gotta do is walk into your house, your garage, your shed, wherever you keep your stuff at, and get it. Because getting to the store and getting, by the time you get to the store, if they have it, if they don't have it, and then sometimes you're just not able to get into the store. So, yes, I plan to get mine before the price got. That's the second thing I was just getting ready to say. When you get into the height of the season, that stuff is astronomical. So I decided I'm gonna order mine online, probably go on Amazon. I'm gonna order everything now before people start, because they're gonna start ordering it within the next 30 days. And the prices, you're right, the prices are going to go up. And one thing I found out about a lot of this stuff, once you get it, you'll have it for a while. That 511, if I made a dent in it, it's a miracle. I don't think I made a dent in it anymore. I ain't made a dent in it because you only need, if you use it correctly, you only need a cap full of this and a cap full of that, a tablespoon of this, a tablespoon of that. And so, and that's another thing. Everything I plant this year, even though I'm planting in pots, I'm going to follow the instructions, people. Oh, something's leaking. I got seeds on my desk. One of these is either open or had a couple of seeds on them or something. I had a couple of seeds on my desk, and I ain't throwing them away, and I don't know what they are, but they get in a plastic bag. Yes, Uncle Daddy said hello. He misses the Awesome Sauce Lady. The Awesome Sauce Lady was live. What is this? This is Thursday. I was live Thursday morning. I was cooking breakfast. I was live Thursday morning cooking breakfast. Yes. GC says that's true. Yes. So I plan to get, yes, the price gouging comes. And my goodness, LOL broad daylight. So I decided this year I'm going to be on time, if nothing else. If I can't do nothing else, I'm going to be on. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I've learned that too. I'm going to read these instructions. And for seeds, whatever the instructions are, the most important thing I found is to, if you plant them space-wise, according to whatever it says, you have less thinning to do. They'll grow better, faster, and stronger. Hello, just lovely. How are you? How are you? How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Yes, good afternoon to you too. So I've learned that. And so if it says 2 inches apart, don't just go out there and sprinkle a ton of seeds. 2 inches apart. And if you're supposed to put 2 and 3 seeds in there, put the 2 and 3 seeds in there. Just if you just do, and even though I'm in a container and they're round container, most of my containers, I'm expanding my garden too. I don't know, like even in my thumbnail, if you look at any of my other videos, you'll see these big red pots and you'll see these brown long pots. I have 3 of the brown long pots and I had 4 of the red pots. The red pots are actually 30 gallons. I think that's right. At the 10, 20, 30, 5, 10, 15. They're 20 gallons. The red pots are 20 gallons. The big brown ones are 30 gallons. And so, you know, most plants you can plant in like 5-gallon buckets and they'll be fine. You don't have to transplant or anything. So with that 20-gallon bucket, that means I can get 3 to 4 plants in there depending on what it is. With the longer ones, I can do the same thing. One long one, I have sugar cane going across the whole thing. So I'm going to leave that one alone. We'll see what it does. But even though it's round, I'm going to be drawing a row here, a row here, and a row here. And whatever it says, it says. And so I've got the red pots. I have 4 of them right now, but I have 6 more that I bought in my garage. So I'm guesstimating that I will probably, so I make sure everything has plenty of room. I will probably put 3 plants in each one. So that gives me 18 more plants I can grow with the new ones, not to mention what I already have, my existing ones. So I'm trying to expand. The only thing I don't have that I'm trying to order, and I'm just not sure about, maybe y'all can tell me, is fruits, berries, or something like that. I have some strawberries. This is my 3rd year for the strawberries. And I transplanted them last year from a red pot into one of my brown containers because they kept growing the shoots in the red pot and there was nowhere to put them. There was nowhere to put the shoots. So I transplanted them into one of my brown containers last year. But I'm just not sure. They didn't do well at all last year. Now, the previous years, they did good. Hey, eating grapes. Hello, hello, hello. Miss you. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? How you doing? Eating grapes. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. So I'm going to leave them in there. Now, I've got I've got actually 4 plants that shoots came off of last year from the mother plant. So it may just be time for that mother plant because, you know, I think only 2 or 3 years and then they're gone. But the new ones, I'm hoping they'll produce because they grew out last year. So I'm hoping that they will produce. If not, this will be the last year for those strawberries. I'm going to dig them all up and I'm going to start fresh again. I really would like some kind of berries. My hesitation on the berries is quite some time ago. I think, oh my God, I'm married 30 some odd years. So I guess about 30 some odd years ago in one of our first homes, we had a blueberry. I think it was either blueberry or blackberry tree in our yard. And oh my God, everything was stained. As they fell, as birds knocked them off, everything was stained. So that's my hesitation on. I really would like blueberries or blackberries, but I'm hesitant because I don't know if they're going to drop off. Birds are going to knock them off. They'll be staining my decks, especially since it's not in the yard or anything. Try amending your soil before giving up on the strawberries. Okay. I will try that. I'm going to give up on them. I'm just going to get a whole nother plant. But yeah, I will try that. Yes, sometimes if we give a little nutrients to the soil, they respond better. That's what I'm hoping for. And I'm also hoping now, if the plants that came off the shoots, I have 4 of those. So I actually have 4 new strawberry plants. Then there's the mother plant that I originally started with. So I'm hoping that if the other 4 do well, then I'll be good because I know they'll produce shoots and they'll take over. And maybe it's time for the mother plant. Mother's just old and tired like we get. Hey, Edward. Hello. How are you doing, Edward? So good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Yes. So, but yeah, I'm going to do that. Now, a couple of things. I'm going to also add some sand to my soil this year for some of my plants. Like my carrots, I'm going to add soil to those because they need to be able to filter on down through that dirt, that soil. So I'm going to mix in a little sand to keep it kind of loamy. Yes, you can get a dwarf strawberry tree in container in the house. Oh, Joe, you ain't met my husband. He does not like the plants in the house. I barely still have my stevia in the house. Remember, he's the one that won't eat it. My husband won't eat anything I'm growing, y'all. I said, he gonna change his mind when I'm sitting up there with this big, giant, fluffy, beautiful green salad with all this fresh stuff. He gonna change his mind. Oh, I know, right, Ola Joe? Oh my God, that's funny. You said in the house. Oh my goodness. Just came in to say hello. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, Chef. Love you, Damo. Thank you so much. Tell Nene I said love her too. Yes, that is hilarious, Ola Joe. Yeah, so far he will not eat anything I grow out there in New York because he said squirrels is out there and he see what the squirrels are doing and that they running all over the place. And I'm like, okay. Thank you, Damo. Yes, you need to keep that avatar, Damo. That's pretty. Have a blessed day. Thank you for coming in. Yes. So, but that's okay. I'm going to keep growing. And I'm going to keep watching over on GG Naturals to learn some more stuff. Yes. because I really want to start preserving. I want to grow enough. Like I said before, I really want a greenhouse to grow enough to give people that I know are hungry or looking for food. Because, the one thing I don't like or understand is that I understand it. I shouldn't say I don't understand. I do understand it. I don't like it. Is that people that are truly hungry and they go to different pantries or places to get food, they kind of have to qualify for that. They like, bring your ID, do this, do this. I'm thinking to myself, if these people really had all this right now, first of all, some of them may have it, but they may be too mentally consumed with whatever's going on in their life to be trying to find it, think about it, or whatever. They just need to pick up some food to go eat. I would love to be able to supply people with food, especially in true emergencies, especially. I want a greenhouse. I want a real greenhouse, like glass greenhouse, wooden greenhouse, or something like that. That's my ultimate goal, is a real greenhouse that I can grow year round in. And I ain't got to worry about all the creature features because it's enclosed inside, just like stores have it enclosed inside. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but the good Lord will shall provide. That's all I know. I'm just going to keep wanting, wishing, praying, hoping, and working towards it. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm keep going. I'm not going to stop. One day, y'all, my thumbnail is going to be my greenhouse. My thumbnail, I'm going to be out there with my taking my picture, my thumbnail. Yes. Gigi says, always, just like it says, gotta go by the celebrate my mom. Oh, tell mom I said happy birthday, even though she don't know who I am. Tell her I said happy birthday. Tell the chef said happy birthday. Yes. Yes. Okay now. Yes, indeed. I'm telling you, it might be 10 years, Gigi. You might say, I remember I was in her live when she said she was going to get a greenhouse. Look at her now. I'm going to have my greenhouse. Because that's another thing I learned. Oh my goodness. Time goes by like that. You look up and you say, okay, I'm going to do this or I want to do this. If you do not get started, next thing you know, 2 years went by, 3 years went by. You be like, wow, it does. It goes by so fast. Yes. What do you think the rest of the plant come from when it gets in the store? Everybody, girl, tell me about it. I even say you don't even know what the people who grew it did to it or anything else. That's it. Auntie Mama, I didn't have that conversation. I gave up. I said, that's the craziest thing I ever heard of in my entire life. But okay, I just leave it alone to keep the peace. I said, I'm just going to keep growing, bring it in, and you want to make your salad from the store-bought stuff, you go right ahead. But when you sneezing and coughing and I'm sitting here looking at you, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Thanks, I will. Okay, just lovely. You be blessed. I know they did some ticket stuff that would make you sick. If we exactly, yes, that's right. Same thing I said. Same thing I said. I said that's okay. Okay, everybody got their little idiosyncrasy, so I guess. But I'm like, somebody ain't thinking. Because not only am I going to eat with it, I'm going to be cooking with it. So when I go out there and get my little herbs and stuff, I'm like, you might not eat it because you see this tomato, you're not going to eat this tomato, but trust me, that sauce that you're eating, it's going to be the tomatoes. Like, you can't get around it if I'm cooking. That was supposed to say yucky. Oh, they did some yucky stuff. Yes, yucky. Yes, Chef, that is awesome. And it will be done in Jesus' name. Yes, it will, amen. I'm declaring it. I'm standing on that word, and I'm going to keep it moving forward. Yes. Oreo says, I've been having a lot of fun at the day pro. That's good, Oreo. I know you glad it's back open from last year. I remember when I think you were on live. You were either on live or in my live. You were either in my live or on live when you were saying that you missed it and you were ready for it to open back up. So that's good. That's real good, Oreo Mouse. That is really good. Yes, 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 yes. So, what are some of the things you all are planting this year? Gigi, what's some of the main things that you're going to be planting? What about you, Auntie Mama? Yes. And anybody else in the stream? Edward, what are you going to be planting if you're still in the stream? Yes. What are some of the main things that I want to plant, at least spring and fall? I don't think I'll do good in the middle of the summer. Are my, I can't think of what you call them. You call these something, begins with an F. What is it? It's the family name of cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. That's the only thing I haven't found. I'm gonna order some Brussels sprouts. It's the family name for this. What's it called, guys? I know somebody know. Come on, y'all. What's it called? Oh my, so much. Tomatoes for sure. Lots of collards, broccoli, cat. Yes, collards is another thing I'm going to order. Yes, let's see, let's see, let's see. Hello. How are you? How are you, Deandra? Thank you for coming in. You're new. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell. Thank you for coming in. Oh, brassicas. Is that how you say that? Brassicas? That's what it's called. Okay, yes. I have come to realize that I love everything in that family. Everything in that family. So I'm going to be planting everything I get my hands on in that family. Yes, I'm getting ready to some eggplant and cucumber. You know what? 2 years in, every single year I try to grow cucumbers. And every single year they grow. The vines are beautiful. I get lots of flowers. They just are beautiful. And I get cucumbers. Typically, I get 10 to 12 cucumbers. I always get a few that are about half a foot long, 6 inches long. Nice, cute, big cucumbers. But as soon as they turn green, and I see that they're green within 1 or 2 days, and I don't mean they don't even have to be dark green, they're just starting to turn green. Within 1 to 2 days, they turn completely yellow, then they die. Every single year. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Once they grow and they turn green, it's like, and they're not even green enough to pull. You know, they don't look like the ones in the store or that are even on the front of the package or anything. They are just green, like light green. Like you would think, you know how tomatoes are green, then they start turning red, but they're light red, then they turn dark. That's where they are. Hello, Timer 66. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. So I'm not planning any maybe magnesium. Oh, okay. That's a thought. I said I wasn't going to try cucumbers this year. I'm going to skip this year on cucumbers, see if I can concentrate on something else. I like cucumbers, but I can't do without them. So I can, but tomatoes, oh my God, I'm planting, I'm dedicating at least 2 of my containers to nothing but tomatoes. And last year I planted in my long big container, I planted 1, 2, 3, I planted 4 tomato plants. Plus I planted garlic, and I planted something else in there that didn't grow. I think spinach. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, hello, Gigi. Started following you, container crops, and Gigi from Led's channel. All right, yes, 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 yes. Awesome, awesome. I love both the Leds, Lady Led and Led Farmer. I can't, when they hop on, I got to get over there, y'all, to see what they talking about, because I get a lot of information from them. They are amazing. I love both of them. Yes, thank you so much, Deandra. Am I pronouncing your name right? Let me know if I'm not. Deandra. Yes. Yes, I have to get over there. Exactly. I got to get over there too. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. So, and tomatoes, last year, I was not able to cook anything at all with my tomatoes. Although I harvested all those tomatoes, I wasn't able to use them in salads. I wasn't able to do anything with them. And the reason I was not able to do anything with them, I ate them, but The reason I was not able to do anything with them is because, oh my goodness, they tasted so good. They tasted so good that every single time I brought them in, I washed it off, cut it up in a bowl, put a little salt and pepper on it, and stood there and ate it. That's as far as they got, was my counter. Before I ate them, I ate every last one of those tomatoes. I didn't get a chance to do anything. Every time I brought them in the house, I ate them. I'm like, okay, well, at least it was good for me. Yes, yes, you pronounced it correct. Okay, perfect, perfect. What's your favorite tomato to grow? Um, you know what? I'm going to say cherry tomatoes. I grew those the first year, which I only got a handful, but I think that's my favorite tomato anyway. I did not like to grow too well the brandywine green zebra. I did, that's the, no, black zebra. Green zebra? Some, black zebra? It was a zebra one and a brandywine. I don't care for, and that's not that they didn't taste good. They tasted very well, but you know, you eat with your eyes first. So it was a visual thing. I didn't like the way they looked. When I cut them up, I didn't like the way they looked. So, um, and black cream, I didn't like the way they looked. So I'm going cherry tomatoes and Roma. Yeah, Ola Joe, did she just say it? Yes, oh, Roma. Roma and cherry. Those are my favorite two tomatoes anyway. I did like the beefsteak tomato. I had a one huge beefsteak tomato. All the rest that grew were all the other kind. But I got one huge beefsteak. I got a few other beefsteaks, but they weren't really big. This one was a massive one. Yes. Gigi said I had a good amount of cherry last year. Yes. And so I didn't grow cherry last year, but I grew it the year before that. But I'm going to grow it this year. Yes, yes, yes. It was sorry. I thought I pushed the button. Good to see you. Yes. I like those container cross beefsteaks. Yes, I have beefsteaks, cherry, and going to try Roma. Yes, I have Roma and cherry. I don't have the cherry with me. I have Roma cherry, and then this says large red cherry. But when I think of cherry, they are large. When I think of cherry, I think of small, although it says large. But I'm going to be planting those in Roma. I cannot wait. I will start them inside, and I'm going to do a video on that probably this week coming up. Because I start all my seeds inside in egg cartons. Every last one of them. And I have had so much success. Everything I plant in those egg cartons grow. And I think I have a personal problem when it comes to gardening and water. I overwater. I think I'm just heavy-handed when it comes to that by nature. So I have to really concentrate. The thing I like about the egg cartons, which I'll go into detail in the video, but the thing I like about the egg cartons is you can only get about 2 tablespoons of dirt in each egg hole. Because it's so shallow, because there's so less dirt, because you're still indoors, and you have heat in your house, they dry out like that. Likewise, you can only get 2 caps of water in there. This, water bottle caps. That. Only 2 of these. If you put 3 in there, it'll run over. So I can't overwater. So I use my cap, and I just water them every other day when they dry. As soon as I see they dry, I put 2 caps in there. They grew, and then I transplanted them into the soil when the weather got right, and I got all those tomatoes last year. So you know what I'm doing this year. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's really cool, says Gigi. Yes, I have been in the past too. Delicious tomatoes, but no results yet. Keep hanging in there. You're gonna get those results. Yes, good strategy. Yes, because I'm over, and what I do with the egg cartons, I got a special way that I do them, so they can have drainage and everything, which I'll show all that in the video. But another thing I do, even though it's a little cool, I put them in my windowsill. And the only light that they really get is the daylight from outside. I open my blinds every day. They'll get the daylight from outside. So what I do is every day I turn them around. So then they grow straight. because they're going to lean towards the window because they're trying to go towards the light. So then every day, or every day, every other day, not specifically got to go turn the plants, but you know, when I think about them or when I see them starting to lean towards the window, I flip the whole egg carton around. And they grew straight up and down. And when it was time to plant, they all had maybe about 3 or 4, maybe 5 leaves on them. I'm doing that again. But the only thing I did last year that I'm not doing this year is I didn't think I planted those indoors until the end of March. And so I took them outside either at the very end of April or the very beginning of May. Too late. And I harvested those tomatoes. I didn't get to harvest until like September and the end of September. I should have been harvesting those tomatoes. Should have been growing all summer. All summer. So I decided I'm going to count my weeks out. But for right now, I think the first week in February, I'm going to plant whatever I'm going to plant indoors to start them off. Because they say, typically most things say 6 to 8 weeks. Some things say 3 to 4. Most things say 6 to 8 weeks before you're going to transplant them outside. Well, if I start the first week in April, not first week in April, I'm sorry, first week in February, then first week in February, first week in March, first week in May. I should have them outdoors. I want to have them outdoors by mid-April. So I'll be right at about, end of March, first week in April. So that'd be about 8 weeks, if I'm doing my math right. Y'all know me in math. Gigi says, good strategy. I'm keeping a journal this year. Oh, that would be awesome. That's good. That's good. That journal is really, that'll be good. That'll be good. Yes. What's working, what's not, what you're doing when you're planting. Yes. I kept a chart last year. I drew a diagram of where my pots were outside and what I had in each pot in my diagram. But I think I need to go a little bit further than that. Yeah, Chef, I almost got my family tree full. 1K. All right. All right, all right, all right. Yay. Auntie Mama, congratulations. Yes, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Wow. Yay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is fantabulous, Auntie Mama. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hey, Don. Welcome in to the live. Thank you for coming, Don. Thank you for coming. So good to see you. So good to see you. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, Don? Yes, I am so glad you came. All right. Yes. So I am determined this year. Keeping a journal sounds like a good idea. So don't repeat exactly. Exactly. What works, what didn't work, you know. And I think also within the journal, and I don't know if you had planned on this, Gigi, but I would think that in keeping a journal, what I would do is I would also keep a timeline in that journal. That's been my biggest thing, is to keep a timeline. I like to see when I started something, writing down the date I started it, the date it first produced, the date I replanted it outside, the day I got my first fruit, all up under what it is. Because that timeline can go forward. And if you do the journal right, and you do a journal really detailed, you know, that's another reason why I started harvesting seeds from plants. And as I grow and I start getting good fruits and vegetables from what I'm growing, those are the seeds I really want to start keeping and harvest. Because what you're really doing is you're creating a legacy for your family. Because never eat or store or preserve everything you grow. Make sure you keep some to get the seeds from, because over time you're going to keep producing from those seeds, and that's how your kids, your great grandkids and their kids can have fruits from your labor, literally, But if they have that journal at the timeline, they'll know exactly what to do and when to do it. They will know everything. I always forget otherwise. Oh, you're doing the diamond painting now? Y'all, that's awesome. Yes. And see, I had to learn, a lot of you guys and a lot of people in general are very, very blessed to have had grandparents and parents with farms and things. My father had a garden in our backyard. He used a flower bed. And we grew up like in a city home, so we were inside the city limits. So we had a regular backyard, then he had a flower bed that went around the yard. And he grew all kind of things in the flower beds. But it was never anything like what I would consider true farming. I mean, he always grew tomatoes. He planted a peach tree and it really did well. He did mustard greens every year, onions. He didn't do a lot. But other than that, I have no history. I have no lineage to go back to because, unfortunately, I never had the opportunity to know any of my grandparents. My father's mother passed when he was a child in a house fire when he was 12. His father died soon after that. My mother's mother died when I was 3, and she never knew her father. So naturally, I didn't know my grandfather. I mean, if she ain't know him, I ain't know him. So I didn't have that. A lot of people have grandparents that grew things, and then their parents grew it, and they were taught. Same thing for canning and preserving. The only thing my mama canned was a canned good downstairs in the basement, and she kept plenty of them. She didn't do none of that stuff. My mother, she cooked, but I learned to cook from my mother, but my interest came from cooking from my mother's sister because she would come every year at the holiday time to stay with us, and my mother and father would go out and party and do whatever they was doing for like 2 weeks. And every year, if you read my bio in my other channel, Chef Pam, if you read my bio in there, it says I started cooking when I was 5 years old. And that's because every single year she came, she cooked chicken and dumplings. And I will never forget, I was 5 years old, and I stayed in the kitchen with her. I stayed in the kitchen. When she came, I was on her tail coat. And I didn't really know why then. I mean, I was 5. I just liked being in the kitchen with her. But I asked her one year, I said, Auntie, how do you season the dumplings? Lord, she looked at me, and she said, baby, you don't season the dumplings. The juice will season the dumplings. And I was 5. And so I didn't have the wherewithal to ask the next question. Well, what do you mean? The juice will season the dumplings, or how would that do? And do you know, I set out from that day forward, I said to myself, I need to find out how the juice season the dumplings. Well, I didn't just ask, I don't know. But I set out to find that out. And I've been cooking ever since. And I love it. I can cook for no reason. When I was young, had my own place by myself in my early 20s, I never forget, I would get up in the middle of the night. I had to be at work at like 8:45 in the morning. I'd get up in the middle of the night, 2 and 3 o'clock in the night, and I'd cook up pots and pots of food. And then when I got off work, I would call all my friends and tell them to come get a plate. I did that at least 2 or 3 times a week. They lived off of me. Now that I think about it, I didn't eat that food. It's not about the eating for me. It was about the cooking. But hello, Gathering Place. Love hearing stories. Oh, thank you. Thank you. How you doing, Gathering Place? Welcome in. Welcome in. Yay. Thank you for coming. Yes. Too sweet, LOL. I like the process thereof. And then also, too, when I was a young adult, in my 20s, I learned that cooking was a natural stress reliever for me. If I got upset about something, and I have done that to this day, I got upset about something or something didn't go my way, go cook. Go cook. I tell people that to this day. People tell me, oh, so-and-so upset me, or I just don't know how to deal with this situation. I say, go cook. I said, even if you don't eat it, go cook. Find something to cook. Even if you can't bake, go bake something. Because by the time you get through beating, slicing, stabbing, cutting, stirring, mixing, and I tell people do it by hand. Don't get your mixer out. Don't get your food processor, whatever you got to do besides chopping with a knife, do it by hand. Because by the time you finish cooking whatever you cooking, you will have relieved the stress that's building up in you. It's the same concept that people say, well, people that get upset and they say, oh, I need to go on a run or a walk or go to the gym to relieve stress. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I didn't necessarily eat it because I wasn't after the food. I was after relieving the stress. I don't know how in the world I started talking about that. I do not know. Hello, Betsy Journey. How you doing? How you doing? How are you? How are you? Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for coming in. Lovely ladies gardening. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for coming in. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in, guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. Yes. Best yet. I said Betsy. Thank you, Gigi. She said best yet. Hey, thank you. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't know how I started talking about cooking. Yes, 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 yes. Gardening with Cocktails with Joy. Thank you so much for coming in. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. Awesome place. Yes, thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate all of you all. I know some of you all are new to my channel. And if you are new, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe too, guys. Yes. Awesome sauce. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much, whoever got that. Okay, we're gonna just handle this one. We just got them for good. I don't know who that is. We got them for good. How about that? Yes. Oh, okay. They said sorry. I'm new subscriber. Thank you so much. And I'm going to come visit all of you all too. Let me see. They said sorry. Let me see what's going on with them. It was a mistake. Okay. I am bringing them back. I think I brought them back if they say something else. LOLs is her laptop. Okay, I hid her from the channel and I just unhid her when I saw she said sorry. So I'm like, okay, maybe something happened. So I unhid her, but I don't know if she realizes I unhid her. So if anyone can let her know that I unhid her, I would appreciate that. My keys, guys. Oh, there you are. Good. Thank you for saying sorry because that let me know because I hid you, girl. I hid you. I'm quick on the draw when it comes to that. I hid you from the channel, but I brought you back. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you, though. She's back. And like, yes. OMG, I am so... It's okay, lovely. That's okay. And everybody else was telling me it was a mistake, so I figured they knew what they were talking about. Hey, Bree. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, Bree? Welcome into the live, Bree. Welcome in, welcome in. Yes. It's okay, lovely lady dear. They was telling me it was your keyboard that it got stuck, so okay. It happens. It happens. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yep, I hid you and unhid you, so you're good. You're good. Thank you for being here. Yes. Awesome sauce. Taylor! Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, Taylor? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Her key was stuck. Yes, her key was stuck. I know, but Pandy, you know I was quick on the draw. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. We're going to just take care of this. I'll boot you out in a minute. I have to go back and get you. I just go back and get you. Yes. Got mango habanero wings. All right. Sitting in front of me with baked potato cheese. You should be super happy because, honey, that sounds delicious. Yes, you very quick, LOL. Yeah, Gigi, that come from my days. See, you weren't with me on my days on my other channel, Chef and More, when I did Grow Stream lives every day. Child, you had to be quick on the draw because you get some, woo, Ooh, you get some trolls in those streams. And I I'm booting them out as fast as they came in. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. How are you doing, Taylor? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in, Taylor. I know you need to be you need to be growing something now. Come on now, some herbs on your counter, if nothing else. Yes, I used to pop them faster than her. Yes, you did, Bree Bree. You did. You and Pandy too. Both of y'all. Y'all get them before I blink. I blink, they gone. Yes. Gigi says understood. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, all right. Yes. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so guys, I'm telling you, like I said, I don't know how we got on talking about food. We were supposed to be talking about seeds. So, yes, this year I will not be late starting my garden outside. I'm going to be doing that video probably this week, because if not this week, the first week in February, because that's when I'm going to actually be planting. So I've been trying to wait to do the video. I didn't want to just do a video and have to undo it. I want to do it when I'm planting the actual seeds. Patty says, I was on it and you beat me. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Yes, I used to sit on the roof and be a sniper. I wouldn't participate. I remember that, Bree Bree, because you'd always come down and say, I'm here if you need me. Yes, I remember that. You're right. I need to, especially herbs. Come on now, Taylor. Much as you cook like me, come on now. Ain't nothing like those fresh herbs, and you don't even have to go outside to do it. Right on the countertop. They'll grow just fine. Yes, they will grow just fine. Gardening with cocktails, cracking up, y'all cracking up at me. Yes, 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 yes. And then I'm going to be doing some, another video that's going to be coming out soon, you guys can look for, is markers. I have had the hardest time with markers. Taylor says, I'm going to get on it. All right, Taylor, I'm expecting to see some too. Markers for the garden. You know, it's one thing to say, okay, in this pot I'm gonna plant tomatoes, and that pot I'm gonna plant this. But you know what I found out? There are so many things that look so much alike in the beginning stages. They think go back out there and be like, okay, especially when it comes to greens. And I don't mean greens like mustards and collards necessarily, but I mean like anything greens, like your lettuces, all that stuff, and greens, anything like that. The leaves, they're green in the beginning. It's like, what in the world of spinach is and kale? What is it? And so last year I tried to do popsicle markers, and I even used a Sharpie to write on it, thinking, okay, this is supposed to be permanent marker. But the weather, just basic rain, basic watering, it faded. And I found myself, and it faded quick. I found myself in the same boat. So I've got something special coming up for you guys for markers that I'm going to do. Yes, y'all gonna love this. Yes, yes, yes. True, happens to me all the time. Exactly. And then it's like, what in the world? I found myself posting pictures so many times on Facebook saying, this is growing. Can anybody tell me what it is? And I'm like, they don't know what I grew. But I'm thinking if somebody else that's a seasoned gardener has seen this or knows what it is and can tell me what, they be like, I get so many, child, I get so many answers. I mean, these people don't have a clue. They don't know no more than I do. They don't know what it is, just like I don't know what it is. Yes, 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 yes. Can you make yourself a map? Yes, I did that last year. I made myself a map. I actually drew out where my containers were on my deck and what I had in each one, and I labeled it and everything. And I'll probably do that again. But along with that, like Gigi was saying, she's going to be doing a journal. I think that's a very good idea. I'm still in it. I'm doing a journal as well and keeping a timeline. I think the timeline is really important for myself personally. When I start something, what happened? Did it grow? Did it fail? What I did wrong? Or whatever. So that I can keep a record of it, and year by year I'll know the best things that grew, because that's another thing. What grows well for me may not grow well for you. What grows well for you may not grow well for me, unless we're in the same zone, you know, and we're all over the place. And so, and sometimes I found even neighboring states, Sometimes I found even within the state, you could be, I'm in North Carolina, but I'm inland. I'm right at the South Carolina border. It could take me 10, 15 minutes to get to South Carolina. That's how close I am to the South Carolina border. So I'm really inland. But now you take somebody that's up in maybe like Asheville, up in the mountains, child, they get snow like they in Omaha somewhere. I don't get no snow where I'm at. Maybe a half an inch. When it snow here, we all run to the window. It's snowing. Wow. We act like little kids. Look. So somebody in the mountains, it might still be snow there in March and April. And here we in the 60s and 70s. So sometimes even if you're in the same state, doesn't mean you can still grow the same thing. So you have to find out what grows well in your area. But even more importantly than that, what I have found out is that you have to find out what grows well for you. Because I've heard a lot of people grow cucumbers around me. I haven't grown one yet. So it's not the area, it's something that I am or am not probably doing. It also could just be the seeds that I have or the cute type of cucumbers that I have. Unless you have absolute identical everything, conditions, weather conditions. My house might be sitting where I get full sun. I don't have any trees. I have no trees. Now there's trees in the back, but those trees are probably a good 50 feet from my deck. Now in a picture, you might see all these trees back there. Them trees don't give me no shade. Those are trees down in the woods. They ain't helping me none. I have not one tree in my yard. Matter of fact, I don't really have a yard. My yard goes down straight down like this. That's why we are definitely looking to move, because I need a flat. I need two things. I need a house that has two kitchens, and I need a flat backyard. I give anything to have those two things in the house. So I am on a mad hunt to find those. And when I say two kitchens, it could be a basement with a kitchenette in. I just need two kitchens in my house, because that's why I don't do more live cooking demos on my other channel, because I don't have access to my kitchen, because everybody in my house wants to cook. I got kids that are chefs. My husband think he won, but at any rate. Gigi said, I'm trying 2 different cucumbers because my Dollar Tree one's never filled out. I'm trying again with amended soil to see if it is. Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. Yes. I have not had any luck with cucumbers, so I decided to move on. I tried 2 years, and I know that's not a lot, but it's also not a favorite of mine. Like I said, I like them. I like them in salads, but I don't have to have them. But now I will probably try harder for like Brussels sprouts or cabbage, because those are things that I just love to eat. I like them raw. I like them cooked. So the broccoli, all that stuff. I love that stuff. Yes, y'all, I'm coming back. I'm on a phone. All right, Bree Bree. Taylor says, well, that's good. Sit back and enjoy the good food. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm telling you, Taylor, if you grow, let me throw a challenge at you. What is the herb that you use the most when you cook? Like basil, oregano, thyme. What herb do you use the most? Rosemary, any of those. What herb do you use the most? Herbs are really easy to grow. Parsley. Parsley. Yes, yes, I do parsley too. How have you been? Oh, Pandy, yes. I tried to grow the herbs that I like and use the best. Rosemary, a close yes. My rosemary bush, I'm telling you, if you want to grow something that's pretty much guaranteed, rosemary. It's an evergreen. It ain't gonna die. You can't hardly kill it. Bugs don't like it. Squirrels don't like it. I'm telling you, my container that I have rosemary in, so much so, I kill it every time. Oh no, rosemary? You couldn't possibly, rosemary closer. You kill rosemary? Really? During holidays, sage. Yeah, yeah, oh my God. It's an evergreen. You don't need to do anything to it. Don't water it. Don't water it. Just put it in the dirt and walk away. Whatever rain you get, that'll suffice. Don't water it. You don't have to do nothing to it. Squirrels don't like it. Out of all my containers out there, that's the only container I never have a squirrel in. You never see the holes where they buried in the seeds. I never had any bugs and I never had any worms and I never had nothing in that container. I don't do anything to it. I don't water it. I don't do anything to it. Whatever rain comes, it's an evergreen, so it doesn't need much. I told you I would overwater. That's what I did. But even the year I overwatered, I didn't kill that one. That was the only one. I killed everything else that year. Yes, my husband has 3 right now. Oh, good, good. Yes. Basil would be my second. Rosemary, I love rosemary because I like basting meat with it. Oh my God, I love rosemary. There was some sort of black bugs that took it over the last. Really, I have not had any problems with any bugs. My basil is flourishing all over the place. You see, herbs are easy. Yes, herbs are easy. Rosemary, number 1 for me. Me too, Ola Joe. Rosemary and a hard second is basil. Oh my God. I can just go out there and touch them sometimes to get the aroma going. It smells so good. Just so good. I'll never forget the first year I grew rosemary and I brought about 3 or 4 sprigs in the house. I was going to just put them in a skillet and baste some meat with it while I was cooking. And absolutely, says Auntie Mama, basil smells like it does. And I brought those 3 little sprigs, just 3 little sprigs in the house, put them on the counter. And I went about, because I wasn't getting ready to cook right then, but I was going to cook, an hour or so. I laid them there. My husband came downstairs. He says, "What is that I smell?" I'm like, "I don't know. What's wrong?" I'm like, "What's wrong? What do you smell?" He said, "It smells like a Christmas tree is in here." "What is that? You got some kind of freshener?" He thought I had sprayed the house or something. It was those 3 little sprigs just sitting there on the counter. I told him, "That's my rosemary that you won't eat." That's hilarious. I think that's the funniest thing in the world. Won't eat nothing. Yes. And basil is amazing. It just smells so good. And rosemary, the first time I thought, all these years I've been cooking, I thought that when I cook, Gardening with Cocktails says rosemary makes a great simple syrup. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Now, all these years, I thought I was going to the farmer's market and I was getting my herbs fresh or buying the ones in the store that says fresh herbs in the little package and I'm getting the fresh stuff. Child, when I tasted what I grew, I thought to myself, it ain't nothing fresh about what I've been using. And then I thought about it. I said, well, they saying fresh herbs, even at the farmer's market. But in order for them to get that food, no matter what it is, to the farmer's market, how long ago did they harvest it? How long ago did they have to get it? When did they harvest it? Because, some people can harvest stuff and they know how to keep it alive. So by the time they harvested, got it to the farmer's market, you got over to the farmer's market and bought it, compared to going right outside, clip, clip, and bringing it inside, washing it off and using it, it ain't even fresh. It ain't fresh. That's what organic is at the grocery store, shaking my head, hubby, and not wanting to eat it. Exactly. Yes, yes, yes. I use basil in my elderberry syrup. That sounds good. That sounds good. Yes. Gigi says, good to know, Joy. Yes. So that stuff ain't fresh. It's not fresh at all. So I'm going to have one container. Besides where I have my rosemary, I'm going to have one other container that I'm going to put nothing but herbs in it. And I heard that, I have some oregano out there still. It's still thriving through our winter months. I have some thyme out there that's still thriving. But I really want to take just one container and have it with all of my herbs in it. There's nothing like getting it. Isn't, Gigi. It isn't. And I just wish it's too late, but wishful thinking that I had previously had the wherewithal to garden years ago. Oh my goodness. I wish I had, but that's okay. And that's another reason why I decided, Gigi, I agree, amen. That's another reason why I decided to do a container garden. Just like I said earlier, I need a house or a flat backyard. Excuse me, my throat's so dry. I want a backyard for my greenhouse. That's another reason why I decided to grow in containers. Because I said I started so late in the game of life, gardening, that if I ever move, if the conditions of the area I lived in ever changed or whatever happened, I'm going to start my garden over. I would get my mouth get so dry. That's because I've been running it. I'm taking my garden with me. And that was the number one reason why I said I want a garden, but I want it only in containers. Now, eventually, I will probably grow. I don't even say I might just give me a giant pot. Because you know, with a dolly and some strong men, you can move anything. I can take it with me. Yes. Love Lady says, amen. Yep, I don't have to start over again. Because think about it. I have these massive gardens in the ground. Anything could happen. God forbid, but what if your house go down to the ground? You ain't going to be living there, but your garden is in there. See, I can pick my containers up. I can take them wherever I go. Chef, you were ready with that water. Just when I was about to say, grab you another water, you had one sip. Girl, I know, girl, from those lives I used to do before. I used to go through 3 and 4 bottles of water while I was on live. So I know I don't go on live without having water sitting right there. This was the first one I was almost finished with before I came on live. Now ready. Got another one ready too. Yes. My motto as well. Yes. And the second reason I decided to do a container garden is because as young as I may feel, as young as I may profess to be, I ain't getting no younger. I ain't getting no younger. I don't want to get down on the ground. I don't want to get on my knees. I don't want to stoop. I don't want to squat. I don't want to stoop. I don't want to bend. I don't want to do none of that. I don't want to garden in an upright position. Now, I have to bend over a little. But what I've learned is, LOL preach. No, I don't. What I've learned is, even if you have to, when you first plant it, you might have to bend over a little bit for your containers, but you can elevate your containers. So if I get to the point I can't bend over at all, I can sit them up on top of something. But most things grow up, so once they start growing, you don't have to bend anymore. I don't want to do that. Gigi and that were cracking up. I don't. Now, I may act like I'm young. I might look like it to some people, but I ain't getting no younger. I don't want to do it. Yes. Yes, you are right. I try and tell them, yes, I'm growl around on the ground. And besides that, number 3. This really should have been the first reason I gave y'all. I swear, guys, I named my channel Container Crops because that's what I was doing. And although at the time I knew what I'm about to tell you all was true, I didn't realize how really true it was. I should have named my channel Scaredy Cat Gardener. Child, I'm scared of a stick if it blow in the wind. People forget that you assumed age and I want to do all that bending and kneeling. Amen. And I don't. I decided that this year, see, last year, I edited most of my videos. This year, I have decided I ain't editing nothing. It takes too long. Because, see, I got to edit all. I have to edit the ones that I do on Chef and More because all that cooking, sometimes it just take a long time. It's not that you're editing out anything that you don't want somebody to see. It just, cooking things take a while. Y'all be there for hours. So I have to edit it to get a whole dish to 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You gotta edit because most of the time it's gonna take you longer than that to cook whatever. On container crops, I know how to editing. Yes, Gordon with Cocktail says, and that's exactly why I'm using all containers from now on. My knees and backfield. Yes. Don't it though? Yes, yes, yes. Yes. I have to get some dealy pads from Tree. I know that's right. Yeah. Is that what those blue and purple and green things? There are these blue and purple and green things in the dollar store. Hello, Love Notes. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There are these blue, green, and purple things. They're about maybe a foot or two long and maybe about a half a foot to 8 inches wide. And they're in the gardening section. And they got, looks like they're like foam. Is that what those are? You gotta be kidding me. Is that what those are? Are those kneeling pads? Because you said you gotta get them from the Dollar Tree. Is that what those are? Oh my goodness. Bugs, I don't do either. I'm glad I am not the only one that's like, no, you are my soulmate. Yes, indeed. Yes. Oh my God. Guys, when I was buying all these seeds the other day, I saw those. And I said, I swear I don't know what I'm doing. I said to myself, what in the world are those things? It's not summer yet. That looks like it should be something for swimming. That's what I said to myself. This was yesterday. I was wondering, why do they have these things in here? What? Child, might want to give me a couple in case I ever need to kneel. Oh my goodness. I had no clue. Lord have mercy. Help me out, Jesus. Help me out. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Yep, I have dilly pad also. Oh my goodness. Gigi says you were too cute. Girl, I'm too crazy. I don't know what they were when they first came out years ago. I got one of those, didn't get a doctor. Wow. I wondered what are those for? And I saw them last year and I was like, why? Now I'm sitting here praying I got some more when I go back. Oh my goodness. Is a 12-inch pot adequate for cucumbers? 12-inch. It should be, at least to start. As long as you don't put too many seeds in there, it should be. I wouldn't put too many seeds in it, but yes, it should be. Oh my goodness. I almost sent you one last year. Girl, I would have been like, Ola Joe, how she know I can swim? Oh my goodness, I got mad at Walmart. But I do all containers now, so I don't have to get exactly. Gigi says, LOL, they should have plenty. I hope so. I'm not kneeling. I'm letting little helper get for me. If something don't mean the wrong way, I won't be good. Best just cracking up. I know. I had no clue. This was yesterday. I looked at him. I even touched him. I was like, and I looked around. So, okay, y'all got plenty of Valentine's stuff in here. Gardening stuff. Y'all ain't got the summer stuff in yet. Lord have mercy. I didn't have a clue that's what those were. Kneeling pads. And you're right. I do everything in containers too. And I shouldn't have to kneel. But you know what? I'm still going to give me a couple. You know why? Because a couple of times I needed to get down on the ground because I dropped something and I still couldn't reach it. So, I mean, I was down there for a minute struggling to get it. I'm going to give me some just in case. I might have to kneel for something else. I can still deal. I just don't want to. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. I had no clue. See, that's why I'm in containers. I don't want to get down there. I don't. Oh my goodness. And I'm scared of everything. I'm telling y'all should have seen me. Oh my. Last year when I saw the first hornet worm on my tomato. First of all, I was highly upset that it was perfectly green as the stem. So I Googled it, how to get this thing off. And everything said, you need to pull it off. And I thought, oh my God, you mean to tell me I got to physically pull this off? So I said, there's got to be a better way. So I got a stick. And I thought I was going to, move it off. It would curl up on the stick. So I'm standing there with the long stick, mind you. That thing didn't move. They are so strong. Oh my God, Gigi, they are so strong. Oh my goodness. It wouldn't move. I said, you mean to tell me I got to pull this to see? Next year, y'all gonna see that on camera. I am not erasing it. I was taping something at the time. I cut that out. I'm like, I don't want these people to see how scared I am. The truth of the matter is I am scared. And what I realize is I ain't the only one. That's why on my t-shirts, my merch, it says Scaredy Cat Garden. Because I ain't the only one scared. And so I don't know if you all know who get a grabber, what they pick up stuff with. It's on the ground, on the shelf. They have them in telescope handle. You can enjoy. You know what? That's good. But you know what? That's good. I should. That's good. I should get one of those with them teeth. Exactly. Got a head. All right, Pandy. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. You have a blessed day. Thank you. I am no longer afraid, so I pulled to. Oh my goodness. My husband's country, so I had to warm it up. Girl, let me tell you, it wouldn't get on the stick. If y'all had saw that video, I swear y'all would have just sat there and rolled. Every time I was poking at it and running, I was running from one end of the deck to the other. I thought to myself, I know these people, my neighbors is looking at me. They say, what in the world is that woman doing? They probably thought I had some kind of issue for real. I know they was looking. You know good and well, everybody look out their window. When you see somebody doing something strange on their deck or their front or something, you know you in your window looking. So I know they was looking. I know they was looking. I was running from one end of my deck to the other. And mind you, the deck ain't that big, but I was running anyway. Okay. I said, this thing ain't gonna move. I said, I gotta get it. I don't know if you all know who Green Organic Love is, but on one of her videos, this was before I ever started gardening, she had one. And she said, look at that. Look at that thing, y'all. She was on camera. She left it on. Look at that thing. And she said, I gotta get it. I'm scared. I'm scared to get that. Ooh. And she tried to touch it too. She was like scared. And then she finally got it. And I said to myself, when I was trying to get it, I said, okay, if Green Organic Love can get it, I can get it too. I did. This is what I'm saying to myself on my deck. So I put on my gloves and I went to get it. And I couldn't get it. I said, oh my God, I can't pull this thing off. Well, mind you, I wasn't trying to just grab it either. I was trying to do it lightly. That little booger was so strong and stuck to the thing. I thought to myself, Lord, help me. What am I going to do? I got to get it off. Okay. I kept trying and kept trying and kept trying. I couldn't pull that thing off. And I said, the only way I'm going to pull this thing off is I'm going to have to really squeeze it. And I said, if that thing smashes in my hand, I'm done. I just would be done. I probably would be sitting here today. I probably would just killed over somewhere. I was so scared. LOL, they wrapped their clothes. Apparently. So I went, and I don't know what it was I got. I got something sharp. I said, okay, I'm going to have to poke at this thing, and I'm going to pry it. I got to pry this thing off because I'm not going to touch it. Finally, I was able to pry it off enough that it fell down to the bottom of the dirt. Then I took the clippers and picked it up and threw it into the yard because I was too scared to do anything else with it. So I threw it into the yard. And I said, oh my God. So I looked around. I didn't see no more. Do you know? I went in the house. That was like in the evening time. Went in the house. I take my snips and grab it and pull them off. Girl, that's why I'm trying to find some preventive measures because I've been had a heart attack out there with the worms. I'm so scared. Do you know the next day I got up, I said, okay, I got to go check to make sure I don't have any more again. Do you know the next day I went out there were 6 more of those things. 6. I just said, you know what? I'm cutting the tomatoes down and throwing them away. I can't do this. I just can't do it. Then I said, girl, you got lots of tomatoes out here. You better not cut them down. So I got a little nerve. I said, I'm going to have to figure this out. I'm going to have to get rid of this one way or another. So I got the thing had the other day, and I started prying them off. And they came off. I was able to pry them off. They fell down. I picked them up and slung them into the yard. Like I should be throwing them away. They might crawl back. But what I don't understand is, so I got them all. But child, I had to come in the house and pray over that garden after that because that garden was about to be history. I'm so scared. Oh my God, I'm scared. And then after that, after that day, every time I was out, I think the next day I had maybe 1 or 2 more. So I sprayed it. After that, I sprayed the whole thing down real good with neem oil. Finally, I didn't have any more. But after that, every time I was in the garden and I was taking care of anything else, and the wind would blow, and the tomatoes, the leaves would move. Child, y'all should have seen me jumping, because I just knew something over there. I'm so scared of garden. I don't know how I'm going to make it, but I swear I'm going to make it. I am the scariest person on the face of this earth when it comes to garden, but I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. Wow, this is how you learn. Yes, it is. And I guess this is, they say do it afraid. You got to get over your fears. Ooh, okay. I'm trying to find some preventive measures this year. I don't want to see none of those things this year. I don't want to see one of them. Not one. But what I don't understand is, where do they come from? I thought, see, this is how crazy I am and how much I don't know. That was another thing I thought about me gardening in containers. I would be able to control all that. Now, I haven't had any problems with weeds, but I bought the soil. God's creatures are all over. I get that, but where do they come? I don't mean where they come from like that. I mean, how do they get to my tomato plants? I bought the soil from the store. I put it in there. There were no worms in it when I poured it in there. So where do they grow? Where do they come from? How do they get to the soil? My pots are up. The pot that this was in was the brown pots, which is well up off the deck by about 2 to 2.5 feet off the deck. So they didn't like crawl on the ground and crawl up in there. I don't get it. They are huge. Gigi, they are huge. Yes, they smell the earth and vegetables as food. They crawl up the pot. Well, child, these darn worms had a long way to crawl. My deck is sitting a story off the ground. Then the pot was 2.5 feet off the deck. So now you mean to tell me they climbed up 2 stories? Well, I guess if I was hungry, I'd climb up 2 stories too to get some food. Oh my goodness. Yes. Wow. Oh my goodness. Resilience, apparently. Wow. If anything's hurt, they're going to search for food. I'm gonna do some heavy research on preventive measures from worms. I refuse to have any more hornet worms get into my tomatoes. Those things I can't deal with. They too strong. I can't be going out there picking all those things out. That's the only thing I'm worried about this year. Y'all say she crazy. I am, but I can't help it. I'm too scared. Oh my goodness, word of vintage fish. Not those kind of notes. Not those kind. I don't mind the regular little worms. I can deal with them. Probably could pick one of them up. I grew up with those. But these green, big, giant horny worms, ooh, child. And they so much. That's the rough thing about the whole thing was hornworms. Yes, hornworm. I'm going to call them hornet. Yes, hornworms. They are so much the color of the stems that it took me forever to make sure they were gone, because you're standing out there doing like this, just staring at the stems going from the bottom to the top. Now, I was told by a couple of seasoned gardeners that they tend to come out towards the end of the season. I don't know if that's true or not. Hornworms. It was this channel I saw one time on YouTube. Lady was in her garden, and all of a sudden she takes out running into her home. Oh, on camera, I was dying laughing. She said, yes, I swear that's going to be me. I swear. I am not editing it. If something's out there, it's just going to be out there, and y'all going to get to see it. Because there's too much to be doing all that editing. I ain't doing it. Hornworms, yes. I don't know why I keep calling them hornet worms. Yes, they will eat your plant. Exactly, so that's why I knew I hadn't. I did that much research to know you better get these things, or they gonna have a field day in here. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my goodness. Wow. Best yet. Child is a bug. And I know we're outside. And what's so funny, my baby, my grandbaby, she's 2. And ever since before she could walk, every time she comes over, I take her to the garden, take her to the garden, take her to the garden, just take her to the garden. And lo and behold, the one bug I'm not afraid of, the ladybug. Child, it was a ladybug on the strawberry leaf. That little girl saw that bug, and as scared as I am, I don't know what I was thinking. I took her, I said, oh, look. Oh, isn't that pretty? It's a ladybug. What the heck I say the word bug for? She 2, and she didn't know what it was. She heard. She said, she looked at me, she said, Grandma bug? I said, yes, baby, it's a ladybug. She said, Grandma bug? I said, yes, baby, it's okay. It's a ladybug. They're friendly. She said, no bugs, no bugs. That little girl went in the house. She was gone. Feet don't fail me now. And I was like, why are you scared? Now it dawned on me. I'm asking her why she's scared of bugs, and I'm just as scared as she is. But she was clarifying. She said, Grandma, bug? Like, did you say bug? I'm like, and I'm all proud of her. Yes, baby, bug. It's a ladybug. I shouldn't have told that child anything but that. I could have told her red and black creature. She probably was like, red and black creature. I said the word bug. She was like, I'm done with the garden. She ain't been back out there since. I said, baby, you want to go to the garden? Maybe later. Oh, Lord have mercy. I done scared the poor child from the garden. I said, okay, well, maybe in the summertime she'll forget about it, I hope. I don't know, they little memories awful strong. Oh, my goodness, they remain in the ground soil for the... What? You got to be... You know what? It's okay, because I have already decided. That soil... Well, first of all, that's that soil that I had where I had the tomatoes, where I had the hornworms, now has sugar cane in it. I tilled the soil, did all the stuff, and I planted sugar cane in it. So we'll see if it grows in there. But there's no more tomatoes in there for them to get. And I have decided that that soil that I use, because the first year I didn't have any. In this first, I used a different type of soil last year. And I had all kind of worms. I had army worms, I had horn worms, I had some other kind of creature that I don't know of. But the first year, the soil that I used, I had none. I don't know if it had anything to do with the soil or not, but I am going back to the original soil that I used. So all that soil, I'm dumping it. I don't want no parts or no worms. Now I might get them again. And I might be wasting my time, my money, and my energy. But that's the plan. The plan is I'm getting rid of that soil. It's got to go. I didn't have it the first year at all. None. Yes. The grown worms got me. I was like, no more ground, nothing. Containers since then. This is all in containers. And that's what got me. They're in containers. The deck is 2 stories up. Or not 2 stories. The deck is 1 story up. And they're in containers. And then the containers that they were in don't sit on the deck. They got legs. I was like, how did these things get in here? Where did they come from? So, no more. I'm getting rid of that soil. I ain't keeping it. No, ma'am. I might be wasting my time, my money, my energy. But I know one thing. If I switch this soil and I don't see no worms, I was like, yes. Okay, so the hornworms come from molted brown gray moth. It sounds like they lay eggs. Oh, good to know. They will come and eat. Love notes trying to tell me they coming to get you though. You're trying to let me know they coming to get me no matter what, huh? So far, none of them bugs since. Wow. Yes, they do. They coming to get me no matter what I do. Oh my goodness. Yes, they do. They coming to eat. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? That's why I'm going to start researching right now to find out what I can use that is preventive to keep them. There's got to be something I can mix in the soil, put in the soil. They love tomatoes. Yes. But now I'm going to have lots of tomatoes this year. And I declare, in the name of Jesus, I ain't having no hornworms. I ain't having them, no. I ain't having them. I don't want the army worms because they just come in massive droves. But those hornworms, they're just so big and strong. Oh my goodness. They got one of my peppers too last year. Really? Wow. I don't want any parts of that. They got to go. They love the vegetables. Oh, the jokes are y'all cracking me up. Girl. Oh my goodness. No, no, no. Yes, I'm laughing with you because I truly, truly feel your fear with them bugs. Girl. Love lady, I'm telling you. I'm scared cat. I don't say that in my videos and everything for no reason at all. That is truly the truth. Wow, I had no idea they would go for the pepper, but it was, they was hungry. They went for whatever they could get. They were hungry. Yes. But if you don't use excessive nitrogen, they don't come. They smell the food. But if you don't use excessive nitrogen, they don't come. They smell the food. So you're saying you have to use nitrogen excessively. Is that what you're saying? That you have to, you need to use nitrogen excessively? I say it. I've got to find out what to do. I plant onions and garlic in my pots. Oh, so they'll stay away if you plant onion and garlic? Because I can plant lots of onions and garlic. I can do that all day long. Love onions and garlic. I can't get enough of either one. And dishes I make, oh snap, oh girl, yes. I got onions out there now and garlic. Don't use as much. Okay. Oh my goodness, me too. They hate the smell and it masks the food. Love notes. Thank you for that tip. I will be planting some onion and garlic in all of my pots. All of them. Yeah. Gigi says, me too. Yes. In my videos, I say it so my views understand. If I holler, they know. I know. That's why I'm always saying, hello, welcome to Container Crops, the Scaredy Cat Gardener. Yes. Yes, I need to plant much more onions. I love that sweatshirt. Not to get off the... Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Ola Joe. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Ola Joe. Most bugs hate the alarm smell it gives off. Oh, okay. LOL, love ladies. I love the sweatshirt. Thank you, love notes. Gigi says, LOL, love lady. Yes. Gigi, you know I can't do bugs either. I'm gonna be planting garlic. I can plant lots of garlic and onions. Yes. You need a Scaredy Cat garden. I have them. I have the whole Teespring line. I got them in all colors and everything. Where I usually have it on. Let me show you. I usually have this t-shirt on when I come on live. I've had it on in some of my videos, but I got a whole line, all kind of colors. Y'all can go buy one too now. Come on now, y'all go buy one. Where my link lady at? Link lady, we need the t-shirt link in the street. See, look. I had sweatshirts and t-shirts. Yeah, the Scaredy Cat go. See my little cat on there? Yep, I sure do. Yes. I got the shirt because it's true. I'm scared. Yes, Lodo says, as big as we are, bug can't do nothing. I know, that's the sad part. That is the sad part because if it fall down the ground, you got to do is step on it. Come on now. And I know that up here. But child, my heart be beating. It's like, get out of here. Run. Hurry up. Yes, too cute, LL. Thank you. Wow. Yes. Be like, my mind be saying, you can get it. It's a bug. My heart be saying, no, you can't. You better run. I can't do it. I'm scared. I am scared of a bug. Child. And the sad thing about it is, the sad thing about being scared of the bugs, y'all want to know something else I'm truly scared of? Lord have mercy. Birds. My crazy little self watched that movie, The Birds, when I was a little girl, a real little girl. And I watched it every year, just like I watched The Wizard of Oz. Y'all know The Wizard of Oz used to come on every year. I watched the movie The Birds every year and was scared to death. Child, my family we used to go to the zoo. I go in the snake house, the ape house, you couldn't get me in the bird house. I ain't going in the bird house to this day. And don't let no birds be outside congregating. I ain't going out there. Ain't happening. You want to get rid of me? Bring me some birds. I'm out. I ain't going nowhere near no birds. And when I hear too much chirping outside, I come on this side for a minute. And Lord have mercy. What are those things that eat stuff? They come down. Oh, the buzzards. When something dies in the street or something, you see these buzzards, I'm like, oh my God, thank God I ain't walking. I have crossed the street before when I see the buzzard. I ain't going near the bird. No. Bird bugs. Ain't happening. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see, in my video, okay, let's see where I left off at. I'm trying to look at my comments. Love Notes says, I love the sweatshirt also. Thank you, Love Notes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, so cute. Wow. They laugh. I watched the Birds movie from a kid. Yes, me too. And that's why I'm scared of birds to this day. I'm like, happening. Don't let me see no bunch of birds. People be like, oh, look at the birds up there flying south. I'm like, yep, let them keep going. I promise we are mirrored. We might be. We might be. I wouldn't doubt that, child. Yes. Oh, give me a minute. The link is not working. Oh, it's not. Oh, my goodness. All right. Love notes. The buzzards and vultures only eat dead things. LOL. Well, if they get me, I'll be dead and they'll be eating me too. Going there. No bugs. And you know what? I think it's wonderful. People that have birds, like in their house and they're singing and everything. But Lord have mercy, what happens if they get out the cage? Child, they gonna just have my house because I'm out. I ain't living in there. And don't leave my door open too. Somebody come to my house and leave the door. I'm like, you better hurry up and shut that door before the bird comes in. Woo! And when the birds hit the window, because they couldn't see the windows clean, and they hit the window, oh my goodness. I be praying, please don't let that bird be hurt. Let that bird be able to fly away. Because if I go out there and that bird's out there, I'm stuck in the house. Stuck. I got this picture of this, it's not an owl. What is it? Oh, what my son told me that bird was. It's big as an owl. It looks like an owl. Sits up like an owl. It came and was sitting on my deck last year. On the banister. Do you know I stayed in the house for 2 days? I didn't go to the garden. I didn't go. The bird was out there. I didn't go out the house. Oh. The buzzards and vultures only eat dead things. No way. I don't know if it was buzzard or a vulture. I don't know which one it was. Big black birds. Big gigantic ones. Yes, we had a bird when I was a kid. Bird got out, killed itself flying. Oh my goodness. Child, no. You can't have no birds in my house. I'm too scared. I'm past scared. I'm scared. We had a few growing up. They are so loud. I can imagine because they wake me up in the mornings. As soon as spring come, I know when to get up because there they go chirping. Like, as long as y'all outside, you can chirp all day long. Yes. Stick a reflective sticker on the window or door. Birds won't fly into the... Oh, okay. That's a good idea. I don't want to attract them. I'm not having no bird feeders. I know they got to eat. They can eat in the neighbor's yard. They ain't eating over here. I'm sorry. No. Ooh. Y'all want to see somebody getting out of Dodge. Bring me some birds and some bugs. Lord have mercy. Birds outside be chirping at night. They so happy. Yes, they are. They're happy when they chirping. And they actually sound pretty sometimes, depending on what time of day it is and how I feel. Otherwise, I'd be like, could they not chirp so early? And sometimes when I'm trying to, I don't sleep late. Rarely do I sleep late. If I'm in bed past 7, I'm probably not feeling well, and that's really rare. But some days, I just want to lay there. I'm not asleep. I just want to lay there. And I'm like, why are they chirping so loud? It's like a noisy neighbor. You can't get no sleep because they always out there doing something. That's the birds. Yes. Birds spread pollen to the plant. Yes, they do. And they can do that while I'm inside. They can have it. Pollinate. I'll be back when y'all done. Well, I love hearing them in the morning. They chirp when I go outside. Girl. But do you know the strangest thing? Now y'all are really find this strange. The one thing that I am not afraid of, they don't bother me. They could be outside all day. They ain't bother me. Bees, bumblebees, wasps. Everybody else be trying to get, there's a bumblebee, there's a wasp. Just start fanning. I say, stop fanning. If you leave them alone, they ain't gonna bother you. They don't bother me. I like to see them coming around. I'm not afraid of them. I don't run from them. Let's let them be. I guess if I let everything else be, it would be fine too. But I can't. You say, oh, I just say, okay, I hear you. Good morning. I know, right? Yep, I am not afraid of bees and bumblebees and wasps. And I know when they come around, I know they doing some validating, and that's a good thing, and I'm not mad at them, but they don't bother me. Not one bit. And that's simply amazing too. It's like, oh my goodness. I'm scared of bugs, scared of birds, but not bees. That is something, but that's I don't know how that happened. Bees don't bother me. They follow me and show me their new horns, horns along the ground, homes along the ground, going for a tiny day. Yep, yep. I don't know why. And when I was a little girl, you know how other people used to try to catch butterflies? Butterflies are okay too. I'm not afraid of butterflies. Butterflies, they try to catch. I used to try to catch bees with my hands. I was crazy little girl, but I never caught one. Probably pretty glad I didn't, because probably would have got stung, but I didn't know no better. I had no clue. Yes, I had no clue at all. Oh my goodness. Chef, after the live, can you check your merch links? They are not working on your videos. It says, uh-oh, we couldn't find the page you were. Oh, really? Okay, I sure will. Wow. Okay, I will. Do you have a link or Cooking with Chef? Not for, no, I have the Cooking with Chef and more. Let me see if I can get it. I have the Cooking with Chef and more one, but I don't have the one for container crops on there. Teespring. Let me see if I can get one. Let me see if I can get it. Let's see. Okay. I, Let me log in and get it, because I don't see it either. Yes. Blessings to all. Thank you so much, Gigi. Thank you so much. Let me see. Okay. I can't believe none of them are working, Ola Joe. Thank you, Gigi, so much. You have a blessed day. It's so good you were here. We have had a ball. We have had a ball. Yes. And I'm going to just put this link in here right quick if I can pull it up. Let's see. I think I got it. Yep. Okay, here, I'll stick the link in there. I find that to be weird. I know, me too. Okay, there it is. That link should work. That link should work. Multicultural awareness in grad school for counseling. Okay. Let's see. Have a great night. Let's see. I have to get out of here, ladies and gents. Have a paper to write. Okay, awesome. Yes. You are welcome. Yes. Gigi, you have a very blessed evening. Yes, indeed. Ola Joe, is that link working for you? I will save it when you put it in the chat. Okay. That is a great subject. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's the link for the Scaredy Cat merch, guys, and t-shirts. Yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness. And guys, we've been on here actually for quite some time as well. I can't even see on there. I enjoyed your live. It was fun. Good night. Good night to you too. I'm getting ready to get out of here as well. So I've been on here for about an hour and a half. Thank you so much, Ola Joe, for putting that in there the right way. Yes. I know you're going to do great, Gigi. Yes, she is. Yes. And guys, anybody that's not connected to anybody else in here, don't forget to check everybody out. Check everybody's channel out. Get to know one another. And I'll be checking out everybody, because I know I had some new people as well. Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness. So guys, everybody, you all have a very blessed night. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I can't wait till we get to hang outside in the garden and do this. That's going to be fun then. That's going to be amazing. Yes. So guys, you all have a blessed rest of your night and weekend, and I will see you next time. Stay blessed and stay safe.